Hi, this is Kelly Lee McFrederick with Premier Sotheby's International Realty, and I wanted to talk to you for just a moment about owning an income-producing property in the Old Northeast in Kenwood. Now, what we have is, of course, that's a wonderfully beautiful historic old area, and a lot of those homes, as you'll see, will have an in-law suite or a rental apartment or completely converted into apartments inside the home. Now, if they're obviously all apartments inside the home and you're not living there, you will have to pay a tax with the city. It's not very expensive. It's just paid at City Hall because you're not living in that home. But if you live in the home and let's say you rent out one of the rooms that was converted to an apartment, or it does have a garage apartment that's being rented out, you don't have to pay this certain tax, and that is very much allowable. And the tax, like I was saying, it's not very much, and it's an occupational tax that we pay at the City Hall. And so we have those, but here's what's most important. You got to be with someone who's informed. Those have all been grandfathered in. So if they exist, if those apartments exist with an oven, they're rentable. If you try to build something now or add to your home and convert something and you put an oven in it, it's actually not allowed. So you can take the oven out, and it's called an in-law suite. So it's just a little bit to know the difference of. The older ones that have been grandfathered in, yes, you can do those. You can live there, you can rent them out, whatever you choose to do. Just know that you do, if you're not living there, you have to pay this certain tax, or you just want to have an income and either buy a duplex or a house with a converted garage and rent that out, you're good to go. You don't have to pay the extra tax. But to add anything now and change it, called an in-law suite, and we're not allowed to be able to call that a rental home. So we have some tricky homes on the market, and you just do not want to get caught and get into a big zoning code violation, big fine. No, you don't. Now, if you go to Kenwood, which is very similar to the Old Northeast, that neighborhood you're actually allowed to build, let's say like a garage on there, or you can even have a little apartment that is allowed now to be built on that property and be rented. So zoning is going to change throughout. There's certain codes that we go by. A lot of these properties, always make sure, one, you have an agent who knows. I can always help you with that. And two, you're always checking with the city on each of those particular properties at the zoning that we are in conformance, and you have a great experience buying that home, whether you rent the home, keep the home, or rent the whole property out, that you are not in any kind of violation and you have a very good, knowledgeable real estate experience. Always here to help you, answer questions, and happy to talk about St. Pete all day long. 727-410-3605.